sir, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy D Nally, aka Don Squally, aka half of you guys like that intro and half of you guys don't. But that aside, man, today we are back in the garage and we're working on the 6-speed, man. The Project G35 is gone, done, finished, parted out. RIP to that thing, which kind of puts me into a little bit of a predicament now. Lately I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers buying stuff off of Wish, and I thought that I might jump on that bandwagon while it's still hot. And to be honest, I was looking at Wish and there's a lot of like really cool things on that website. A lot of stuff that I'm a little skeptical about the quality that you're getting, given the very, very low prices. But one of the things that did strike my eye that I've actually been, kind of had my eye on otherwise was Fender flares or DIY wide body kits, man. I came across these Fender flares. These are on Wish. These are the cheapest set of Fender flares that I could find that were gonna fit this wheel arch. And I got these for $80 for all four. You buy them by twos, it was 40 bucks for two. And I did originally buy these for the Project G35, but if you guys did see my track video where I took it to the track, blew it up, that car is no more. So now I have these Fender flares and I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with them. Now obviously I still have a very nice working G35 here, so I figured in today's video I might just go ahead and test fit these on the G35. Now as far as the quality goes, to be honest, I'm thoroughly impressed. These are pretty thick plastic, obviously made out of a mold. The edges though, like super clean, man. So I mean, this is a relatively impressive product for the money. Now obviously with the Rocket Bunny kits and the Liberty Walk kits out there, wide body Fender flares are obviously still pretty popular. Now given that we have the duckbill already, the diffuser, and the side skirts on here, I figured if I can get these to work, we might have ourselves a nice little budget Rocket Bunny kit here. So what I'm gonna do right now is just get some double-sided tape, stick these on to where I think they would look good. I'm hoping I can still get the back door to open, and obviously the offset on these wheels isn't going to be the greatest, so I'm going to go ahead, take those off, maybe space them out a little bit to make them look halfway decent, and I might have a little something. We're going to see where we get with this one, man. So I'm going to go ahead, stick these on with some double-sided tape and see what they look like, man. Woo-wee! Alrighty, so they actually fit these wheel arches absolutely perfect back here. As you can see, door still opens. Now the one thing about it is the wheel arch top is actually like up here, so you can see that it tucks the wheel quite a bit. So what I'd probably have to do is either get a smaller diameter wheel or keep the 18-inch and just get a really tiny set of tires. But as you can see, we are hovercraft fitment right now, ladies and gentlemen. But I gotta say, the fitment from the side really looks not even that bad. But what I want to do right now is jack this side of the car up, take these two wheels off, and basically offset them just a little bit so I can get a nice flush fitment here. And then from there we will decide whether I am going to keep these on this car. Now I do like the idea of the wide body kit, but obviously I'm gonna need a very aggressive wheel to make this fit. But I have been looking around online and I do have a couple of ideas, so definitely may not be that far off at this point, man. So I'm gonna go ahead, jack the car up, take these wheels off. I'm gonna see what this thing looks like with them spaced out just a little bit. Hot out here today, boys and girls. Alrighty, so tried to put the car on blocks, but the jack's just too tall. So what I'm gonna do right now is just mock up those tires. Maybe see if I can perk the back up just a little bit since it looks like it's sitting a little lower than the front right now. Alrighty, so tires are mocked up, and as you can see, we are sitting budget Rocket Bunny, ladies and gentlemen. Now obviously the jack is still underneath there. I might get the little twist jack here and see if I can get it sitting on those blocks, but I mean, if I had a half decent set of wheels on here, I think we could definitely make that work. I do have one last idea that I want to try. See if we can make something happen on the cheap here. Damn, son. Damn, son. What? Budget Rocket Bunny in the house. Alrighty, so my idea here kind of failed. I was hoping that I could turn a Steely inside out and at least mount it, but the inside of the rim here is hitting the brake caliper. Now, one of my ideas was to take a pair of Steelies, I have a few pairs just kicking around, and actually flip the middle so that the mounting face would be on the inside, and then obviously I'd be able to mount them with a super wide aggressive wheel. These ones not looking like the ones. I do actually like this style of wheel, but it looks like I'm gonna need like a 3-inch spacer. Let me just measure this. Yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna need at least a 2.5-inch spacer. Now, on all of my cars that I've ever owned, I've never ran spacers. I just don't like the idea of them. There's just too much more room for error, and I'd much rather go with an actual set of wheels that had a nice offset, like a nice set of diamond Steelies or something along those lines. I'm a cheap guy, so for me to go out and spend 2-3 grand on a nice set of offset wheels, probably not gonna happen, but I'm gonna keep an eye out. Oh man, I am dying right now. I gotta open a door. I am cooking. But what I think I'm gonna do is put the white set just mocked up again, do one more little walk around. And you guys let me know what you think, man. Budget Rocket Bunny or nah. And just like that, we are back to where we came from. Now, I really do like the way that these fender flares look. The positioning is almost perfect for me. I really like the idea that I still have complete access to the rear door. I see a lot of wide body kits where they go too far out on the door and they just obstruct everything, whereas these are actually a nice touch. Now, my hope for today was to at least get it on the ground and have a better idea how it would sit. But now that I know they look relatively good, look at that poke on the back. If I can get a stance like that, I would be very happy, man. But other than that, obviously the one thing that I'm not too stoked about is drilling into my fenders. Now, this car is old enough to the point where if I were to drill into it, it wouldn't be the end of the world. There's lots of G35 sedans out there. You know, one getting drilled into is not gonna be that big of a deal, whereas if this was a 240 or a Sylvia or something, obviously people are probably gonna have something to say about that. But I mean, just from this angle right here, that is looking sick. Now, we got the duckbill. Should we add on these budget wide body fender flares? I think that we might just have to. Like, look at that ass right now. Look at that ass right now. Yeah, if I could get a nice set of wheels to fit, I'll probably 100% put these on here. Because, I mean, I don't have anything else to put them on at this point. And like I say, if I can get this stance right here, I'll be very happy. Now, I don't want to run spacers. So yeah, if I have to do that, then I'm just not gonna put them on. But if you guys are in the GTA and have a nice set of wheels with a nice decent offset, hit me up on Instagram. It's probably the easiest way to reach me, at Don Squally. Or if you guys know where I can get a set of diamond Steelies for relatively cheap. I don't want to pay a whole lot of money for Steelies. I'll pay a little bit for actual rims. I'm willing to go up to about $1 grand on this project. After seeing these fender flares, I'm pretty pumped, man. So I think this is something that am I in the shot here? I think this is something that we're gonna have to make happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I'm a little bummed out that we couldn't get those Steelies mounted up, but This is the next best thing, man. Especially that rear, man. That is where it's at. But I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Just a quick little test fit. I did want to get this one out there, but I'm sweating my arse off right now. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm gonna get the doors open here, get this thing back on the ground, get those wheels on, torqued down so that I can drive this thing this weekend. And I'm thinking that is about it for today's video. So if you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Shout outs to Strictly VQ. Also, SoCal G, man. Support the people that support the channel. Woo! I am hot. I am your boy Denali, aka Don Squally. I'm gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace.